Last 2 days, all right, I started getting emails. I started getting people super chatting in my chat saying, Phil, you should do your interview with Mr. Metokur or Metokur. All right. Now, I don't know who this guy is. All I know is the name rings a bell because people used to tell me years ago he was an asshole to me. He was a real scumbag, really being nasty to me. He was basically being like a detractor. All right. Now, not that he particularly focused only on me, but apparently I was one of the running meme things that he did in his content and shows. And basically, he was really nasty. All right. Now, I haven't heard from this guy in a million years. I don't know anything about him, and I don't listen to his content, but I haven't heard about this guy in a long time. All of a sudden, in the last 24 to 48 hours, I get tons of people who are either emailing me about it or who are like actually super chatting on the stream saying things like, oh, you should do your interview with him. He's really interested. He's really interested in interviewing you, right? Now, my answer has been very simple. If he's interested in interviewing me, he should contact me. He hasn't. You know, if he wants to interview me, reach out, email me, or DM me on Twitter if he can, because I don't know anything about the guy. Maybe I banned him years ago if he was a scumbag to me. Reach out, contact me, let me know you're interested. Let's talk it out, right? That hasn't happened. It's been probably over 48 hours since people started telling me this guy supposedly is interested in emailing or interviewing me. Nothing. No contact, nothing, all right? So, as you know, that's it. That's where I leave it. If I ever hear from the guy, then maybe I'll consider it. So, I received a detailed message overnight from someone. I'm not going to give their name. I'm not going to give details about it. I'm just going to read you what the message says, all right? I'm just going to read you the message. That's it. All right, you ready for this? Here we go. There's a guy named Mr. Metokur. He's also known as Jim. He was also known as Brightside Bob in the past. I didn't even know that. I knew that there were people who were like Brightside Bill, Brightside Bob, and they all made fun of me back in the day. But I didn't know that this particular guy was one of them. Apparently, he was one of the bigger ones. Okay? He said on one of his streams that he wants to interview you about your trolls, your online legacy, and drama. His gimmick is that he puts the spotlight on lol cows, and then his audience, like people on Kiwi Farms, 4chan, and 8chan, destroy those people. He's done it to countless people, even to the point of suicide with Randy Greer. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not confirming or denying this is real. I'm just reading a message from someone who sent me a message overnight. Don't take this as me saying this is true. I know nothing about the situation. I don't know who this person is or anything, okay? This is what I'm being told, okay? Let's continue. He has to always delete his YouTube stream afterward because of the multiple severe terms of service violations on every stream that he has, an extremely racist chat that spams the N-word. At this point, he's been banned off of Twitter for the time being, and his main hub now is on the website Odyssey. Anyway, enough of his backstory. He's basically trying to either ambush you with all the drama questions or sneak on other detractors to surprise you. I wouldn't get lured in with this idea that he's king of the trolls and wants to give you a fair shake, plus point the barrel towards the trolls instead. He knows the crowd wants your blood, and he's been keen on people pleasing. During his interview pitch, he actually treated the mobile game rumor about you as if it were pure facts. He's also made fun of your wife in the past. He's not a good faith. This is not a good faith offer. Your usual trolls will just keep trying to convince you to do it, so keep an eye out. All right. So here's the thing. All right. After I got this email, I just happened to jump on YouTube and search for the guy. And all I could find in regards to him and me was the most toxic shit I've ever seen. This guy as far back as 8 years ago. Yes, as far back as when I moved across the country from Connecticut to Washington, was making toxic ass content about me, benefiting from slandering me, saying really nasty things about myself and other people who I associate with. Basically a scumbag. I know nothing about this guy's personal situation at all. All I'm judging on is based on what I saw with a 5-minute search on YouTube, and what I saw was some of the most toxic, worthless content I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe that anyone would watch that kind of shit, but then again, that's the vast majority of shit. That's a lot of popular stuff on YouTube, right? So I'm looking at it, and I'm just shaking my head like, what would possess someone like this to want to interview me? It's obvious. It's because they want to basically do a setup where they're going to just attack me, you know? So no, I'm not doing an interview with this guy. By the way, he never asked me anyway. So I mean, complete waste of my time to even bother with this guy. So I would not consider interviewing with him. Only on the sole focus that if you look back, you can see so much hateful content he made about me. This isn't like, okay, let me give you some perspective here. You can look at someone like Destiny, all right? Destiny is a guy who over the years, he listened to all the detractor memes about me and he's talked about them every once in a while. Yeah, it's hurtful when he does. But does he fucking sit there and make a series of hateful videos? Does he every moment keep making fun of me? Does he really No. He's kind of he'll casually hear about something, talk about it, and he moves on. All right? That's called normal human behavior. That's not obsessive behavior. That's not slanderous behavior. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, that's just one example. There's other people out there as well who are kind of the same, and those are the kind of people who I may be interested in talking with in my interview. Not someone who literally campaigned to slander me to get personal benefit. You know, like Rich from Review Tech USA, or, you know, like Keemstar this year. Like, these people are out of their fucking minds if they think that I would do an interview with them. They're nuts, you know? Anyway, so that's the deal with that. No, I'm not doing an interview with this guy, Mr. Metokur, or whatever the hell his name is. That's off the table. Okay. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what I would like to do now is do the segment